To set things up, I used the Go dock so that I could attach a few things to make the initial process a bit easier. I obviously used the provided Lenovo 65-watt power charger, and I decided to use one of my TP-Link RE550 AC 1900 Wi-Fi boosters to take advantage of the LAN socket on the dock. I also connected an old wired Lenovo keyboard and mouse which came with a Lenovo ThinkCentre M7 way back when, but which is still serviceable, or so I thought. With everything connected, in went the Legion Go 2. At this point I realised the angle the dock holds the Go 2 screen would mean I needed to put my head at desk height, so I put it all on a box. And so the time had come to press that power button. Initial setup took about 40 minutes, whilst numerous updates downloaded and installed. I am curious to know how it managed to download those updates, because in theory it did not have access to my network at this point. Oddly, the keyboard worked fine from the start, but the Lenovo mouse just was not recognised. So here we go. The process starts with selecting the right country or region. And then it is the keyboard layout menu that provides a choice. Next are what appear to be system updates, at the end of which I was asked to accept, which I did. The next excitement was to name the device. And then it was time for the usual Windows setup joy, starting with a Windows update, which is what took most of the time. After several restarts, the dreaded Microsoft login and upsell begins with an invitation to unlock your Microsoft experience. Signing into my Microsoft account was easy and painless, with a verification email and a one-off code. I declined setting up a fingerprint sign-in at this stage, but did enter a PIN. I said no to allowing Microsoft and apps to have access to my location, but yes to the Find My Device option. That said, I'm not sure how you can do one without the other. I obviously selected Required Only to the diagnostic data request from Microsoft. I said no to Improve Inking and Typing. I said no to receiving junk mail regardless of whatever marvellous offers might be available. So far so good, and next up I agreed to share the settings from my Legion 5 laptop to the Go 2. I added the Go 2 to my Lenovo account, but declined the dreaded McAfee online protection offers, which can be like a recurring bad smell for the lifetime of a computer. I declined all options to customize my experience in the hope of reducing more junk emails and the ridiculous tips which are sent to distract you when you are concentrating on a project. I decided to link my phone to the Go 2 later, maybe. The next option is interesting. It is the Protect Your Files with Windows Backup choices, and in small blue type is the option to only save files to this PC, which is the one I actually chose. Then there is an assumption that I use Edge as my browser with a request to transfer settings. As I use Chrome exclusively, I declined. Despite my incredible luck, I also declined a free trial of Microsoft 365 Personal, the opportunity to spend the increasing amount of cash on cloud storage as time goes by, and the offer to set up another Outlook account. I was tempted by the free Game Pass offer, but decided to wait as I've got enough options at the moment. And that was it. So the first thing I did was add my TechNet vertical Bluetooth mouse as a device. The old Lenovo mouse continued to be useless. I also password connected to my router while still remaining confused as to how those updates had downloaded earlier. I had intended to cover removing all the bloat and unnecessary stuff in this video, but it already seems long enough and I don't like long videos, and I assume most of you don't either, so I'll do that in the next one. It's all good.